Okay, so now that we have our basic drum beat and a sub layer underneath it, what we're gonna do is add some synths and a melody and kind of fill this thing out. So here's our beat. Kind of a trappy beat. So what I like to do on trappy beats is get a nice little brass horn, which we can do over here. I'm using the Savage Drums for Trap pack by Cymatics if anyone wants these samples. Let's go ahead and grab this. Okay. Next, let's see if we can add some type of background melody here. So I'm gonna go ahead and open up Serum. And let's just grab the plugin here that I like to use. It's this one. Yeah. And let's draw a simple melody out here. One thing you might notice is that whatever last MIDI note you clicked on, that's the one that's gonna paste whenever you start clicking again in your piano roll. So like if I click here, then it's gonna copy that big note, which when you're first starting out is kind of annoying because you don't understand why it's happening. But it's just, you just have to make sure you click whatever note you want to be pasting. So so that's a cool little start there. So I'm just holding down Control to highlight this, and then Control C and V to copy and paste. And let's kind of run with this. And then maybe we can make it so yeah, kind of add that little flare at the end there to switch it up a bit. Now, let's like turn this down. Let's have this be kind of the back, a little back, subtle background melody. This is just using the channel volume right here for that. And let's see if we can maybe add something else. I'm just going up here and I press the plus button next to the pattern, and that makes a new pattern. And I should note you can name your patterns whatever you want, just by typing in here whatever you want. I'm just gonna leave them blank for now, but we can get into some more organization stuff later. I'm gonna go ahead and insert another serum, and let's add like a little low bass undertone here. And I'm kind of thinking what we could do is switch that bottom note up. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do here is copy our entire little beat that we have going here in the playlist, Control C and Control V, and then move this over here. And so now on this section, we can kind of switch it up. And by that, I mean, let's open up this. If you ever want to duplicate a pattern that you have in your channel rack, just go over here to the arrow next to it and go to clone. And now you have the exact same pattern, but you can change it. So let's see how this sounds. On this one as well. So you just notice how that goes down, but stays in tune and in key with the melody that we have going here. Oops. Back to pattern 7. I'm just right clicking. You can right click any track to solo it and then right click it again to unsolo it. You can also right click one and then left click on others that you want to be on as well. So I'm gonna mute the horn section here and see if this is sounding okay. Oh, whoops, just realized I have both of those subs on. Yeah, so that sounds nice. So the next thing that we have to do is change these brass one-shots. Kind of loud, I'm turning it down a little bit. So see how that sounds out of key. All you have to do here in this situation is you want to make this this brass sample over here unique by clicking on the top left corner of the sample, and then go to make unique. And then I believe we want to take this thing down 5 semitones. So there's a pitch knob right here. And if you look up in the top left of the screen, you can see the cents. So 100 cents is 1 semitone. Let's drag this down 5. I believe that's where we need to go. I am mistaken. It is 4. So yeah, now that is in key with that little change that we did here. The switch up. Cool. I'm thinking we could add on to this as well. So I'm gonna clone our pattern here. Go back up into here. And let's just experiment with this MIDI. And see if we can add on to this melody that we have here. All right, so now that we have a basic melody down here with the synths, move on to adding some effects and some automation and start turning this into an actual song.